Hey, welcome to Intercourse. Just a few things to talk about before we hop on Skype. I know I've been reading on Twitter that there's been some issues with getting online, getting bumped, and I think we're still sort of working out some of the technical things, but Jason Hall and his team have been working on it, so hopefully it'll get a little easier. I'll kind of figure out a little bit more of what this is and what we're doing, and we'll continue to figure it out. We, as promised, we have issued our fan challenge for season 7. We've been doing it the last 3 or 4 years. The basic concept is if we exceed last year's ratings by any margin in the primary demographics, and by any margin, I mean like 2 fucking viewers is good for me. So we will then, this year we're going to, because it's the final season, so we're upping the stakes a little bit. We're going to have a larger group of people that we're going to bring out. I don't know the exact amount yet, but my sense is it'll probably be 10 to 20 people. Unfortunately, this is just open to U.S. fans, which means all you people, you know, who illegally pirate my show will not be able to be invited to the fan challenge. I kid. Of course you don't illegally download my show if you're living in fucking Romania. Of course you don't. So anyhow, we're going to we're gonna fly you out. We're going to put you up in a hotel that has a bathroom and running water and probably even a bed, because Fox spares no expense. And then we're going to invite you. We're going to do a finale party. I'm not sure where we're going to do that yet, but oh, my wife is calling, which means that she's having Skype problems. I'm not sure where it's going to be. It might either be on set or at a movie theater. We're not sure, but it'll be a shindig. We'll show the finale, have some kind of after party, maybe the Forest Rangers and Katie perform, and then we'll do the Anarchy Afterward show live. So the winners of the fan challenge will be invited to that event and all those things. As far as how we choose the winners, it's pretty much like we do it every year, which means there's my beautiful wife. Hi, Katie. We'll pretty much do it like we do it every year, which means we'll just sort of pull it out of our ass and have no real system. What I've been doing actually the last 6 months or so, I've been collecting a little file of social media people whom tweets I've really enjoyed, or who have retweeted us an awful lot, or just incredibly loyal and not scary fans. So I'll choose some of them. I will choose from that file, and
sure.
He noticed. He looked.
Let me check back and challenge.
Oh, it's bad connection. Where are you?
Hi.
We're losing you. Hello. Say hi.
Hi. What's
Say
up?
hi. We're all here.
What's up, my brother?
We just
Can you
finished.
see us? We can't hear you. Hello?
It's pretty much like my life.
We can't hear you. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I know. We're about to start the shot. Do you want us to call you back? Wait a minute. Say hi to Drea. Hold on.
Hey, here, Katie.
Say hi.
Hi, what is that? Hi. What's he doing in there?
Okay, we have to go now because we have to go shoot the show.
Okay. All right, you gonna call back?
Well, I'll try to call back. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, they're about to call. I have to get into the TV show right now because they're calling action. I'll call you back.
Hello.
Hello, there's Tommy.
Hello, son.
Hello, bud.
Oh, here's Charlie. Wait a minute. Here's Charlie. Here's Charlie.
Hello, Bubs. Oi, oi. Hey, boss. How you doing, son? You have a lovely
Hello,
day.
Charlie.
Hello, mate.
Gotta go, ladies.
Okay, we have to go. Peter's yelling at us.
Here's the first AD. All right, call back.
Bye. We'll call you back. Okay.
Theo, get that kid serious.
That was my live phone call into set, which was subject to the fact that we actually have a schedule and have to make our day, and Peter very upset.
Okay.
So let me finish. Let me finish about the fan challenge. Turn Katie off.
Gotta cut that.
Oh, if it was just that easy. If there was somebody in the sky, I could just go, hey, can you turn that off? Anyhow, where was I? Oh, so the fan challenge. So I had this little file that I've been collecting of crazy, insane, loyal, dedicated, ridiculously fans with no life who watch our show. So I'm gonna pull from that file, and then we will take all my like I'm fucking Adam Levine with 77 million fucking followers. My handful of Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook followers, and we will sort of do a random selection of people as well. So it'll be people who, obviously have worked for it, and then there'll be people who are just lucky to be following and participating. As I said, we can only open it to U.S. fans, and I know that's difficult for our Canadian brethren, but, fuck you, you live in Canada, So I kid. And then, but what we're going to do is also, we'll do what we did last year, which is we'll do like a, sorry, having a little acid flashback. We'll do the international package we did last year, meaning we'll collect like 10 fans, international fans, and then send them big swag packages with a lot of our new swag, which actually just came out. If you go to the Fox marketing website, we have some really cool stuff that just came out. A whole cigar line, and I don't smoke cigars, but apparently they're pretty good cigars, I'm told. So what else? So that's the fan challenge. What am I forgetting? So we're going to send swag packages to our foreign fans with DVDs and such. I also have tickets to the Forest Ranger gig September 12th at the El Rey here in Los Angeles. I'm going to give away some of those tickets out on social media. Obviously, those are for SoCal residents. So we'll do that. And that, too, will have no rhyme or reason. I'll just arbitrarily pick people, and or perhaps my assistant, Katie, will pick people, and we'll get people to go to the show. if you don't know about it, and if you live in Southern California, it's a pretty awesome show. You know, Bob Thiel, who's my music producer and composer, has put together this house band, and you know, I say house band, and they're probably some of the most talented and you know, session guys and musicians you know, in California. And so the Forest Rangers are a really talented group of cats, and Katie will be singing. We'll probably have Frankie Perez singing, Billy Valentine as well. I don't know if Curtis Steiger's around, but if so, he will be there. Apparently Curtis Steiger is huge in Germany. That's what I'm told. What else? So that's it, Fan Challenge. Oh, premiere. Apparently we're premiering this week. Tuesday, 10 p.m., FX Networks. It'll be, depending on your cable company and where you live, it could be, you know, Monday at 6 a.m. or Friday at 12 in the afternoon. So check your fucking local listings. That's it. Let's maybe Katie will call back in a bit, but let's go to some Skype folk, please, while I drink an incredibly unhealthy energy drink.
We are going to open up the Skype lines for anybody who wants to call and talk to Kurt. And it's... Yeah, there's someone.
Someone driving. I love that.
Driving.
Someone is driving and Skyping.
Oh, Xander, did you cut them off?
I cut them off.
That's fantastic. I got my first ticket for texting while driving the other day.
All right, Xander's working on opening up the line, so he's doing that. In the meanwhile, if you look down below, there's the text chat.
You know what I've noticed about the scroll on the bottom, though? They're mostly talking to themselves.
Gotta respond to them, then they'll start talking to you.
Right. Oh, here's the driving girl. She's literally driving and Skyping. That can't be good.
It's not.
Seemed to be so great.
Yeah, she's driving. I'm just afraid, like, if she gets cut off, it means because she hit a fucking tree. So maybe we shouldn't promote that. Thank you.
All right.
Let's see. Let's go down to the bottom. We say Sindadu says that we love you, Kurt. Thank you. I love you too. DJ Nimbus, which is ironically my porn name, says thanks for hanging out, Kurt. Guru Randall want to Skype in with us. Oh, he apparently works for you because he's telling people how to Skype in. And DJ Nimbus is still rocking the show. Oh, she's back. Are we trying? Did you park? Tell her she has to pull over and park. I can't Skype while she's driving.
No, wait. I wanted to ask you something though.
Okay. Are you really driving and Skyping? Wow. Okay. Ask quickly.
Don't make me answer that question and incriminate myself. We're seriously on Skype.
And please don't tell me you have like 3 small children in the car with you.
Oh no, my kids are at home, dude. I swear.
Okay. All right. So what's your question?
So first and foremost, are you going to be at the show on the 12th supporting your beautiful, lovely, amazing, talented, awesome wife?
Well, fuck, now that you put it that way, I don't really have much of a choice now, do I? Yes, I will be at the show. I usually sort of hang out backstage and but yes, I will definitely be at the show. I didn't make the last El Rey show. I think I was at a mix, but yes, I will be there on the 12th.
Yay, then I'm pretty sure I won't be you, but I will be there in attendance. I saw her at Stagecoach. It was the only reason I bought a ticket, and they were amazing. So I bought like 3 million tickets to the El Rey show. So me and a bunch of my friends are going, and it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. The Forest Rangers are an amazing band, and And Katie has been working with Bob. He produced like her last 2 records, her last 3 records maybe. So they work really well together. So it should be a good show.
Bob's a freaking genius. I also just bought that studio tour and lunch with him to help like put towards the completion of their album.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. That's pretty cool. Oh, no. But, what I wanted to ask you about the show. Will we ever figure out who that creepy-ass dumpster lady is? Please tell me.
The who? The creepy-ass what? The homeless woman?
The dumpster lady. Yes.
The dumpster lady. We already know who she is, technically. If you pay attention last season, we sort of allude to who she might be. But far be it from me to judge your participation in watching the show. I don't know. Look, here's what I think. It's not my job to tie up every loose end at the end of the series. It's my job to sort of continue to reveal the mythology. And my sense is that when it's all done, the amount of mythology that people will have will be very satisfying. But, I don't want to tie up all the loose ends. I want people to still be thinking about stuff. We may not know who she is. I think we get a sense of perhaps the magical component of who she is by some of what we revealed last season. It's the episode that we introduce the character of Brooke. So if you want to go back and watch that episode, you can do that. And I'm going to stop now because you're still alive. So let's take her off because I don't want her to get into an accident. Thank you, darling. We'll see you at the show on the 12th. That reminds me, thank you, because I want to plug Bob Thiel, and I don't have any of the fucking information here, but Bob is what's it called? It's called Artist's Pledge, I think, or something like that. I will tweet the information again. It's this great thing where you basically pre-order the new Forest Rangers album, and they then use that money to actually produce the album. And so you make a commitment to buy it, and then there's bigger packages where you can, be at a show or be at the mix and hang out with these guys. I think there's one where Bob takes a bath with you. I'm not quite sure how much you're getting charged for that, but you may want to look at that. Okay, before I get myself in trouble, let's go to this lovely couple up here. Is that box number 3? Yes.
Woo! Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, awesome. First of all, we love you. We're from Canada. What's Tig's deal with the dolls?
I tend to imbue my characters with some of my own demons and phobias, and I hate dolls. So I gave Tig that phobia, and Katie tells a great story. When we first started dating, she had these creepy ass fucking Hindu children dolls on the mantle of her fireplace, and she had 5 or 6 of them, and they would creep me the fuck out. And every time she came back in, they were facing the other way. They were facing the wall, and she had no idea what was going on. She just thought I was nuts for the first 3 months we dated, because I kept turning the dolls around, and I finally had to confess why I was actually doing that. Yes, that's and I forget there's an actual name for the doll phobia. Small World is the scariest fucking ride in the world. So that's Tig's deal.
Did you see my last Sutter picture?
The what?
I created that last Sutter picture.
Oh, is that you?
That was me.
That
you
was
like
awesome.
it?
Somebody showed it to me. Who showed it to me? Oh, Peter Weller showed it to me. That's awesome. Any opportunity to be blasphemous is pretty good in my book. But that was very funny. And
I liked it.
It was awesome. Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you. And let's go to this young lady in box number 2, behind door number 2.
All right, Kurt, I have a question for you.
What's your name?
My name?
Yes. Your
Sharon.
first name. What is it?
Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Kurt.
What's your question?
I've been on twice, so I'm kind of cheating here.
All right.
My question to you is, can you share a memory on set that is something that you will never forget? Like, what's the best memory that you have from being on set, either in character for Otto or just in general filming, directing?
Wow, there is so, not to dodge the question, but there are so many really memorable moments. I think the ones that I was actually on set for, because there's so many moments that are powerful that I wasn't there, you know, because somebody else was directing or they were on locations. I think probably would have to be last season, last year's finale. Watching that scene, you know, it wasn't so much the murder that was that memorable, because at the end of the day, stuff like that is so much a combination of acting and stunts and prosthetics and props. You know, it's a very technical piece-by-piece process to put that all together to make it look as realistic and brutal. So it's much more impactful in post, watching it all come together. But I think directing and working with Charlie for that last scene in Finding Tara was just, you know, we actually came back and because we had spent the day before doing all the murder and the stunts for that, and it was such a grueling day in terms of busyness that we actually came back the next morning to shoot the reveal and Charlie's scene, and it was such a powerful and beautiful scene and heartbreaking. And so right now, that's probably my most potent memory of actually being on set and witnessing, you know, witnessing the actors and the crew and everybody sort of working together. But that was a great question. Thank you.
Thank you.
A young lady in box number 1.
Me?
Yes, you. What's your name?
My name is Marcia. I was calling in because my brother-in-law is a big fan of the show. But
Hey,
I started watching. I'm only on season 2.
You don't have to qualify and pretend it's for your brother-in-law. You can ask your own question.
No, it really. No, I really. My brother-in-law is a big fan of the show. I'm only on season 2. I was wondering what it was like to Skype with, or I'm sorry. I was wondering what it was like to shoot with Leah Michelle.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't on set with Leah. I knew that she was a big fan of the show. Paris Barkley, who's my who's my directing producer, is also one of Ryan Murphy's go-to directors, and he's directed a couple of the really big episodes of Glee, so he knows Leah very well and knew that she was a big fan of the show. And we had this character that came up in this season, and it was sort of a one-off. You know, it was just one episode, but it was these really cool sort of character-driven scenes. And I reached out to Paris in terms of if Leah would be interested in doing it, and she was very enthusiastic. She was very excited to do it. She totally came to play. You know, because it was unlike perhaps other things she's done, in that you know, my show, you know, nobody gets pretty, you know, and so she, you know, it was no makeup. It was sort of a frumpy waitress outfit, and she, you know, I mean, it's hard to make Leah Michele look frumpy, but because she's beautiful, but she did an awesome job. I just locked that episode about 3 or 4 days ago, and couldn't have been more happy with the work. So I didn't get a chance to work with her, but I'm very happy. We have our premiere party tomorrow night, and I think she's going to be there, so I'll be able to say hello to her and thank her. So thank you. Gentleman in box number 3. Hey, man.
Hey, how you doing? It's an honor to meet you finally.
How are you?
I am fantastic. I've been waiting to come on and listen to you for a while. I saw Intercourse when it first was on Facebook and I think G+, and it was all over the place, and I happened to miss it. I had family issues. Man, it is just an honor, and I love your show. I mean, I know you hear it a lot. It maybe even get a little tired of hearing that, but I'm going to be generic and say, I'm just going to be honest. I really, really enjoy it, man. And there's some of these episodes, and particularly with Kate, it's like, it really can get a hold of you. You know what I mean? And yeah. I think that's kind of what you're going for. I mean, I could be wrong and a little presumptuous, but when you angle at that, and I watched like when Kate got beaten, and right. I watched that, and it like hit me on a level as a man. Not a misogynistic situation or an alpha situation, but as a guy who has, we all have girlfriends that have been through that. And when I saw that, it was like I really realized that you were really onto something. And I want you to, not here, there's the presumptuousness again, but keep up the good work, because that kind of thing, even though it's gritty, it has... It shows the humanity and the light at the end of the tunnel through all the hell that they go through.
No, thank you. We don't. I don't try to do things for. I try to do things that feel organic to the world and the character, and not that highlighting an issue is a bad thing. It's just not necessarily what we do, but when we have an opportunity to include something in story that I don't necessarily I don't shy away from it. You know what I mean? So yeah. As far as the rape went, as far as look, you saw how volatile their relationship was between Gemma and Clay. It was incredibly
from the beginning.
Yeah, from the very beginning, and in both parts, Gemma was probably as physical and as abusive as Clay was. It was a very it was a passionate, very very physical relationship.
Let me ask you something. When you wrote Gemma and that situation, it reminded me of a situation I went through not 5 years ago. Did you draw that from some personal experience?
No, it's been a really long time since I beat Katie, so it was hard to remember. No, it's not personal experience as much as you say, that it's very prevalent, and we know a lot of people that have experienced that. I have good friends and who have also experienced that as well. And
well, it's hard to back off when a woman attacks you, because your mother always tells you you never hit a woman, but to see her take control and literally like work a guy over. It really, that's why I asked. I was curious if there had been any kind of, because it was so realistic. You know what I mean? It really hit something deep.
No, I mean, not so much. I mean, other than, I think the story we told was organic and didn't sort of come at it, it wasn't gratuitous. And then I had two really amazing actors. So, it was.
It's okay. You can say it was brilliant. It won't be pretentious. It was freaking brilliant, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna let some other people Skype in. I don't want to hog the Skype.
Don't hog. We'll do one more. Do we have Katie calling in at all, Xander?
Haven't had her call in yet. This is the Eye in the Sky.
Okay. All right. Hi, Eye in the Sky.
2 and 4 have audio. They're just not showing video because maybe they're shy.
What about 8? Was there anybody on 8, or is that
8? We've been reserving for Katie to call in.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're I don't think they're going to be able to call in just because I think they're probably fucking working or something. So so I think I'm going to wrap it up. I've been on for 127 minutes now. So thank you. We will continue to do this on Friday nights. It's a lot of fun for me. It's a great way for me to keep all you folks informed. You can watch this archived on Twin Galaxies, and we're supposed to be able to put it up somewhere on
YouTube channel, the original blog YouTube channel.
Is it on the YouTube channel?
It goes to your assistant who puts it up, I believe. Perfect.
So it's on the What the Fuck Sutter site. It's on Twin Galaxies. Thank you very much, Jason Hall and Xander, for being my eye in the sky. And I love you guys. More information on the fan challenge. Please retweet. Please let folks know about it. And please show up Tuesday night, 10 p.m. On FX Networks. Thank you.
Kisses blown at you from 8.
Hi.
All right. Thanks, guys. We're out.
We are here with Monolith Productions, and they have created an amazing game called Shadow of Mordor. I'm here with Michael, who is the uber designer of Monolith, overseeing the entire known universe.
Actually, we're pretty excited here today because we've got Bob Roberts, who's the lead designer of the game. We've got Jessica Masnika, producer, and we've got Ryan Ledeen, one of our designers. And what we can do here that we weren't even able to do at E3 is we're going to have 3 versions of the game in our Nemesis system running in parallel.
And you're going to get to see it live and how 3 people playing at the same time in different games, how the game just starts shaping around their play style.
Each one of these guys is going to approach the game in a different way, a different style. Bob is going to take a sort of really tactical strategy. He's going to gather information on these enemies. He's going to use their strengths and weaknesses. Then Ryan, he's going to focus on the power of the Wraith and on domination to actually sort of bring down Sauron's army from within. And then finally, Jessica is just going to be all about full-on violence and directly going after these guys, just taking it head on and just slaughtering all the way. So 3 very, very sort of different play styles.
Tenrosu says the day went by for him, and he loves the fact that he feels like he's killing all the orcs.
We really want to make you terrifying to the inhabitants of Mordor. So as